Hello guys, Steve here, ShenRC. Last time you seen this, it was the off-road test, the first run I did with this. And I was in the sand and it was squeaking, making a hell of a squeak. I'll put the clip here real quick so you could hear it in case you missed the video. The big squeak! Anyhow, I want to show you guys what I think's doing it. Because these dog bones, I noticed when I got home, have no sideways play in them. And when they turn, that's when they do them squeak. When the diff turns. So I'm thinking I figured it out, but I gotta try it. And on step 16 in the manual, I'll show you right here. You see that? They tell you to put 2 rubber O-rings in each side of the gearbox out drives. And sure, if you put the grease on it, it'll sound smooth for a while, but once the grease comes off, you'll probably get the squeaking. I'm hoping it's from the ends of the dog bones in here, scraping metal, because with the 2 in there, it's so tight, there's no play at all. So I'm going to take one of these out, and hopefully that'll solve the problem. So let's get to it. Also, I got these beauties here because my last run I needed to put some spacers up front because, let me show you real quick. When I pushed this down, it was staying down like that. It was actually scraping in the sand and stuff. It don't come up. So I got those shock spacers. I'm going to put some of those in the front. But let's work on this really quick. I got to take the body off. Put that over there. All right. Now I'm going to have to take the wheels off. I'm going to do one side really quick here. Let me tilt this down just a hair. All right. I'm going to take the wheels off, and then I have to get out the dog bone. So I don't want to take the A-arm off. I don't want to go crazy with it. So I'm thinking if I unscrew one of these balls, it'll let the suspension drop down. Or this could go up and I could get the dog bone out. So let's try that. Hopefully it'll work. I'm going to use this wrench here. That's kind of squeaky, but I don't think that was it. You don't want to put like oil or grease on any of those parts because it'll really get worn out because it'll get stuck in there. Now I got to get one of these, you see that part in the back there? I got to get one of these O-rings out. So I'm going to have to, actually, if you wanted, oops, I don't know where that one went. Let me put my finger over it and tip it over. Where the hell did that go? Oh well. It's in the car somewhere, I guess. It don't matter. Anyhow, that's one out. Now I want to put this back in. And check the space you got now. Now I want to thread this right back in. And to do this, guys, you want always, when you thread your screws back in the plastic, go in reverse till you hear a pop, then it'll go right back in the thread you originally made. Wonder where that O-ring went. I think it went inside by the steering crank. Oh well. Alright, that's that. Now let me check the movement on here. See, now there's a little play. I think that'll work better. Because this don't turn sharp, so it ain't gonna come out of this steering cup, because this car don't have a sharp turning radius. It's not like a normal car with this rack. Now we're gonna put this tire back on. And then we're gonna see. Here it is. And we're gonna see what this did. That's probably hard to tell because everything's dusty now. But I hope that's it. If it ain't, I don't know what the hell it is. Other than maybe you have to put some kind of lube on all the plastic arms and steering thing. But that kind of stinks because it attracts dirt to stick and then causes more problems. Yeah, see, now it ain't squeaking. Before when I did this, it was... Hear it? Alright, so let's do this one and see what happens. That's the only thing wrong with this car, if that's it. So, you may want to, when you're building one, if you're building one, guys, put one O-ring. Or you could probably put the O-ring on the other side, but I like to play it a little. This is a tight setup. You really don't need to have it that tight with no play at all. It hampers the up and down suspension travel. It don't go as smooth. It's like pressurized. All right. All right, now we got to get this out here. One O-ring. Hopefully this one. Oh, this one came out. And there's one left in there. So we'll leave one in there. Alright, now we gotta thread the ball stud back in. And like we did last time, put your wrench in there, go in reverse till you feel a little pop. And then it'll thread right back in the same way you put it in the same thread, so you don't cross thread it every time. Alright. Put my pin back in. See, I thought it might have been these cheap stock steel sealed normal metal shield ball bearings, but I never had that problem before with these. So I was thinking when I got home something's binding, so I looked it over and I found them dog bones like really tight. Wrong side. Alright, let's see. No whistling. Yep, I think that was it, guys. Before, when I spun this up, it was whistling, going, And then when I put this up and down, it was going sound like I had a few birds in there. So I think that's it. Take out one of them O-rings, and if you're building, only put one in on the drive unit, the cup here on each side. Don't put two, because then you'll run into the squeaky problem. You may not have it at first. When your grease wears off, you will. I'm just checking at full lock if this comes out, and it looks like it don't. It looks like it's nowhere near coming out of this drive cup. So that's that. I wonder where that other O-ring went. Maybe it'll come out. Oh, there it is. There's my other O-ring. So now I want to make this a little stiffer up front. I think I'm going to put one of these in the front, because it was bad. This may be too much. I don't know. Let me see. Yeah, that may be too much. Let me try the smaller one first. I got a whole bunch of these. I should have just got more of them upstairs, but let's try one of these on each side first. That may do it. Alright, are these the same? They look the same. Let me just check if it's the same. Yeah, that's the same. Hopefully this will be enough. Alright, let's see what that does. Still kind of feels kind of soft. I'm going to put 2 in it. I wish I had my cutter thing down here. Let's see what this does. Could always take them out. Could always take them out. I think I need some in the back too. That was sagging down, sticking too. All right. That feels better. Let me see the back. See, the back stays down too. And then I don't want to, let me see something. Yeah, I don't want to put these big ones in the back. Do I got anything over here? Let me check real quick. I don't think I do have that stuff upstairs, I think. Yeah, I might have something in this jar of Tamiya goodies. Only the big ones, actually. Let me see. Nah, that's a little thinner. Got some black ones in here. Oh wait, that. I think these will work. I got those. I'm gonna try them. It's funny, they made the front so tight. Now look at the back. This thing is so loose, the drive shaft. It wiggles back and forth like crazy. I can't do it because I can't grab it with my finger, but here. It's loose as hell. So we're going to put one of these in there. Different color yellow. That's weird. It feels hard as anything, but it just stays down. It might be too much. See, it like binds. I think that's a little too much. I'm gonna go with a smaller one. Where the heck is it? Hold on, guys. Trying to find them in here. What I want is one that big on it. Oh, here it is. I got so much Tamiya crap in this little bucket here. It's amazing. Alright, that was too much, so we're going to try this one on it. I don't want to go too much because then it'll start bouncing around when you hit everything. This is one of them cars. Some cars you get when you go into dusty conditions, the suspension sticks like crazy and just stays down. This feels like one of those cars. I don't know if it's the way they have the shocks angled. I guess the sand gets in everything in the rear. Anyway, that looks better. We'll have to try that next time. Alright. That's a wrap. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope this helped some of you guys out there if you have this problem. Or you just don't want the tight drive shafts, the dog bones up front. I don't think they're supposed to be sandwiched that tight with no movement. That hampers the suspension from going up and down. Alrighty, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time with the big wig. Have fun RCing, guys. Steve here, and I'm out. Subscribe, guys, and do all the good stuff later.